After fully examining the genomes of two tardigrades, scientists still can't tell whether Tardigrada is more closely related to Nematoda, like insects, or Arthropoda, like crustaceans. A possible explanation for this is during one form of peril, they dry out, and when rehydrating their cell membranes, they become leaky, which lets this environmental DNA infiltrate their cells and get into their nuclei. So when tardigrades are putting their own genomes back together, they may take in some of this foreign DNA. If this happens in a germ cell, the foreign material could be passed on to following generations.
The common ancestor of the phylum Tardigrada is Metazoa, which are all animals that have a body made up of cells differentiated into tissues and organs, and that usually have a digestive cavity lined with specialized cells.
Hi, I'm Fun Fact Freddy, and did you know that tardigrades can withstand extreme temperatures and even desiccation?
There are over 1,100 species in the phylum Tardigrada. The primary classes include Heterotardigrada, Eutardigrada, and Mesotardigrada. Examples of orders in these classes are Anthertardigrada, found in the Heterotardigrada class, Paracella, which is found in the Eutardigrada class, and Thermozodia, which is found in the Mesotardigrada class. Anthertardigrada are found in marine environments. Paracella are found in terrestrial and in marine environments, while Thermozodia are found in primarily hot springs.
For their environment, they can live in terrestrial, marine, as well as freshwater environments. However, they do always need to live in moist environments. For example, they can live in damp mosses, they can live in flowering plants, and they can live in sand. And you can tell this guy is snorkeling. They can live in a wide variety of temperatures. They can live from negative 272 degrees Celsius to as hot as 149 degrees Celsius.
Fun Fact Freddy here. Did you know that tardigrades are the only animals to survive the vacuum of space?
Okay, this is a phylogenetic tree based on the different genetic information of these phyla. As you can see here, this is our phyla, the Tardigrada, and it is in the same clade as the Annelida, the Arthropoda, and the Mollusca, and its sister taxa is the Mollusca. So for the characteristics of the tardigrades, for its symmetry is bilateral. It does have cephalization. It has 3 tissue types. Its body cavity is hemicole. For digestion, it has a mouth, a stomach, and an anus. For the circulation system and the respiratory system, it has neither, but it uses diffusion. For locomotion, it wobbles and it swims. For its support system, it is hydrostatic, it is segmented, and it has appendages, and for its nervous system, it has a dorsal brain. So this is our phylogenetic tree based on the different characteristics, including symmetry, tissue type, circulation, and support system. So based on the characteristics, we found that the Tardigrada phyla was at the bottom, and it was most similar to the Annelida phylum.
Tardigradas reproduce both asexually and sexually. In asexual reproduction, females lay between 1 to 30 fertilized eggs at a time. In aquatic species, eggs are laid from the females on a nearby object. In asexual reproduction, fertilization can be direct or indirect. However, many terrestrial tardigrada use parthenogenesis or self-fertilizing hermaphroditism. In their active state, tardigrada are actually quite fragile. However, this is the state in which eating, traveling, and reproduction occur. Anoxabiosis is the state in which tardigrada are deficient in oxygen, and they react by puffing up with water and just chill out in their environment until it returns to normal. Finally, cryptobiosis is an ametabolic state in which they are 1/3 of their original size. The metabolic rate slows down to where it is almost undetectable at this point.
Fun Fact Freddy here. Did you know that tardigrades have been revived from 100-year-old moss found in a museum?
These are some services provided by Tardigradae. Tardigrades were used in many areas of scientific research before roundworms took over in popularity. The The hope is today that we can use how they protect themselves when dried out to store blood in a dried, safe environment for soldiers. Also, their genes could help us preserve vaccines or organs, which now come at a big cost. In addition, they could help ourselves protect from radiation in the future.
The phylum Tardigrada first appeared in the fossil record 530 million years ago in the Cambrian period, where they likely were miniaturized descendants of a group called Lotopodia, who were worms with flexible limbs. Through genomic analysis of two species of tardigrade, H. jardani and R. verinatus, scientists at the University of Edinburgh have discovered that there is genetic evidence linking tardigrades to both nematodes and arthropods. However, Dr. Max Telford at the University College London believes that they will end up being most closely related to arthropods because of their similar morphology. Their tree is a more advanced version of ours because they had more data, but they fall along the same lines of phylum relation.
Hi, fun fact Freddy here. Did you know that when you take all the water off a tardigrade, it enters what's called a tun state, where it looks like an adorable little roly-poly?